Welcome to my mixed mat class. You're just going to need a Pilates ball, a yoga mat, and a light band. And we're going to start right now seated on our mat. We're going to go ahead and take that light band, slide it up the legs here, right above the knees at the quads, nice and tight. We're going to go ahead and grab our Pilates ball, put it a little bit higher than the low back, right in between the shoulder blades. Now we're going to go ahead and extend those legs up to a nice tight pointed toe position. We're going to open to wide V and we're going to crunch. Open wide V, pointed toes, lift and crunch. Now your form here, as I mentioned, we want the pointed toes at the top. We want to try to tighten those legs if you can. Now this will greatly depend on your flexibility in your hamstrings. If you can't, a soft bend is all right, but we also want to keep a light touch behind the head here. So if you notice, I have a wide elbow position. Wide V, close and squeeze, lift and crunch. This is an excellent placement for the ball here to get really deep into that core work. Take those lower abdominals up and in as we start to alternate here, right, crunch, and then left leg barely taps, lifts tall, and we crunch up. So we're just alternating here. Right pointed toe, return, crunch, left, barely tap the mat, control, and crunch. Light control here. As I mentioned, try to keep those knees tight if you can, but don't hyperextend. We are barely tapping that mat. We're slightly tucking that chin, but not much. Lightly tap down, return to center, and crunch. All right, now we're gonna take those feet down to the mat. We've got that band again. We're gonna open a little bit wider than the hips. Toes are facing forward. We're gonna go ahead and reach our hands down at the mat. Pull those heels back towards the bottom for me. Nice connection with the band. We're gonna rise up to a nice tall bridge, and we're gonna melt down to our mat, one vertebrae at a time. And as we come up, you're gonna give a little squeeze out with that band. So just working that squeeze at the top. So up and hold, squeeze the band, melting back down. Feet are firmly placed. Up, squeeze the band, and lower down, melting towards your mat. Gaze is up to the sky, squeezing, and lowering nice and slow. If you want a little extra here, you could rise to the ball of the toes, or you could peel your toes back, pressing deeper into the heels. I'm gonna just add a layer here with my port-a-bras in center, my ballet arms. And now I'm just rising up, holding that position, squeezing with those ballet arms and lowering slowly. This just adds a nice little layer of balance and body control as we start to pulse those knees out to the side. Light little pulse, arms are rounded in center, gaze is up. Light pulse, hold that high bridge if you can. Firing off those glutes, those hamstrings, feeling the core engage, core is connected here. Now we rise to the ball of the toes and we tap the heels down. Now as you go up here, add a little press out with that band. Rise up to the ball of the toes, just pull out with that band, just a little resistance as you tap those heels very lightly. Lightly tap those heels, arms are staying right there unless you want to place them back down, palms to the mat. Ball of the toes, press the band, squeeze the glutes and lower, up and down. Just a light little pull with that band. Now I want you to sway side to side, just very gently squeezing the right cheek, the left cheek. I'm gonna place my hands back down to the mat. Squeeze the right, squeeze the left. Very small sway here. It's almost impossible to really see it in the video here, but I am squeezing right and left. And if you need to drop the heels, that's okay too. Now we're rising up, heels, toes. Halfway, squeeze, heel to toe. So I'm dropping half down in the bridge, squeezing tall, dropping the heels, pressing up. Halfway, squeeze, heels, toes. Halfway down, squeeze, heel press, toe pop. Arms are just at the side. Heels touch lightly, press to the ball of the toe. Beautiful work, keep breathing. Heels, toes, holding, squeezing, lowering and melting now. Excellent work. Take a nice deep breath. Now we're on our all fours here and we have that band nice and tight. We're gonna go ahead and hover in this position. So I want you to pull up to the toes, engage the core muscles, find a nice flat back position or even a little rounder if you need it. We're just holding here and we're just pulling that band out very, very gently. Hovering and reaching that band out. Nice and controlled, dropping those knees and tucking those toes. We're gonna extend the right leg behind us now and we're just gonna lift for 8. Lightly tapping, trying not to overextend here, so we don't need to lift it too high. Nice controlled, up and down. Pointed toe position, getting ready for some pulses coming up very soon. Right here, we pulse and hold. Tiny pulses, once again, trying to keep that nice line from the hip all the way to the toe. Head, neck, and spine are in an alignment here, and our belly button is pulled towards our low back. Now we're gonna hover again, so we're pulling to our hover position and we're reaching and pulling out with that band. Once again, if you need a more rounded spine position, you can pull up a little bit. If you're good in this nice flat back position, stay there. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, and you're gonna switch your left leg behind you. Nice lift up and squeeze the glutes, lowering with control and focus. Nice intentional work here. Feeling that band really starting to work. Just a few more and we're gonna come into those 8 pulses. Nice square hips with the shoulders. And we're gonna hold here and lift for 8. Tiny micro lifts. Nice strong wrists in this position. Hands are firmly placed. We're gonna take it back down. We're gonna pull down to our child's pose position, stretching and lengthening through those fingertips. Rolling up through a cat-cow here. Engaging the core. Rounding and then pressing back. So now we're gonna take our plank position. Once again, you can take it a little higher. We're walking out to and step it into. So that band is working. Out to, step into, out to, and into. Hold the plank. Breathe. Drop the knees. Press down to your child's pose position, lengthening through those fingertips. Nice deep breath here, rolling through the spine. Finding that nice position, pulling back to your plank again. Into, out to. These don't need to be super wide. Into, and tap 2. We want to try to minimize the movement as much as possible. So we want to stay very stable in this position, and that's why they don't need to be super wide. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, and nice deep breath. You earned it. Press back and stretch, rolling through the spine here. Give your head a nice little circle or a yes or no. We're going to go ahead and keep that band right there because we're going round 2 with the hover. So we're gonna press to our hover position and we're gonna pull out and hold. So we're gonna do this entire sequence one more time. You should be feeling fire now in those quads and those hamstrings, in those glutes. Pressing and holding. Nice deep breaths. Dropping down, extending the right leg behind you, pointed toe. Lift and tap. Lift and squeeze at the top. Squeeze those glutes at the top, trying not to overly arch our back. Just a few more before we come into those 8 pulses. Holding, nice extension as you lift and squeeze. We're in a nice parallel position. Hips and shoulders are square. We're in our nice ballet box in this position, lengthening from the crown of the head. Head, neck, and spine are in alignment. Beautiful work. We're gonna press back to hover and we're gonna reach and squeeze again. So pulling that band very gently. Rounded spine if you need it. Just a few more. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, lengthening the left leg as you lift to an arabesque position. Extension from the hip to the toe. Breathing, inhale, exhale. Even simple movements can be difficult if you're putting the right intention behind the movement. So we want to make sure when we hold the leg up here, coming up, that we are really pulsing and squeezing those glutes. So squeeze up, squeeze and hold, squeeze and lift. You are strong and capable. You can do this. Drop it back down. Press to your child's pose. Nice deep breath as you round that spine. And we're gonna come up to our last section because we're gonna do the planks one more time. So we're gonna reach back to that nice strong plank position. We tap into, step out two. In for two, out for two. Stay strong. Out two, in two, hold. Drop it down. We are gonna go one more round and then we are done with this little section. So take a nice deep breath. Prepare yourself for the last little plank here. All right, press those toes back for me. Find that nice strong plank position. In two, out two. Out two, in two. Here we go. Last time, out two. Hold right here, hold and breathe. Drop the knees and untuck the toes. Give yourself a little sigh of relief because we are moving on from this section. Nice little circle of that neck if you need to. And we're gonna come down onto the mat. We're gonna grab our ball. We're gonna place it right at our sideline, our obliques here, and we're just gonna lightly lay on top of it. Now, our left arm is making a nice L shape. We have our band, and we're reaching that right arm in front. We're gonna take that right leg forward in alignment with the knee here, the other knee, and we're just gonna lift up and tap down. So slightly in front of the body, using that ball there for support. Pointed toe. You can keep the leg lower if you need to. Lift and tap. Really squeeze on the up and squeeze on the down. Up and squeeze now. We're gonna take a reach back, nice and slow. And we're gonna pull forward and extend. Now we're really just reaching back nice and fluid and controlled, squeezing those glutes and pulling forward with a pointed toe just to kind of release everything. Back again. My wall is being a little problematic, so I'm tapping it. Hopefully you can go a little further back than me. And one more time, just kind of stretch it out and lift tall. Now we're gonna pull forward here. We're gonna flex and peel that foot. And we're gonna up pulse, feeling that band work. Nice flexed position here. Ball is just supported underneath as we start to press our foot out to the side. Now I'm taking these little walks to the side for 8. And now we're gonna work it back forward for 8. Tiny little soft and pressed position, flexing that foot. Hold. Take a deep breath and we are gonna switch sides. Now come off of that ball nice and gentle. Go ahead and switch on over to the other side. Just keep the band there. Place the ball once again on your sideline here into the obliques. Lightly fold into it. Go ahead and take that right arm down, nice L shape. And then you're gonna extend the left. Left leg forward, pointed toe, same series, lift and tap. Up and hold. Working that band here, breathing as you lift and lower. squeezing, really hitting that gluteus medius too in this position. We will feel a nice glute stretch when we move to the back with the pointed toe and work the leg forward, all the way back and forward. It should feel nice to your legs. Back and squeeze and forward release. Just nice little hip swings here, back and hold. Forward and squeeze, stay balanced on that ball. Pointed toe to the back, squeeze the glutes, and forward hold. Flex. Now we just lift up 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 hold. Now we take our foot presses, working them back in a single count for 8. Working out to the side, staying stable on that ball. And then you're gonna work it forward for 8. Just pressing, little pedal press, soft and press. Hold there. Coming on up, nice and slow. We're gonna go ahead and come back onto the other side now. So we have our right leg extended, our left leg behind us. Our ball is forward, and we're just lightly pressing down on that ball as we lift and lower that right leg. Press the ball, lift and down, press down. Lift and lower and press. Extending the right leg, pointed toe, pressing down, single count with the ball. Up and lower, squeeze, release. Gorgeous work, keep breathing. Press down. Hold that leg, flex that foot. We're pulsing up now. Pulse up. Now my back leg is on a little elevate. I'm on the ball of my foot. Point the toe. Now flex the foot. Point and flex. Nice point, nice deep flex of that foot. Putting your attention into that flex and into that point. Lower down nice and slow. And we're gonna switch to the other side. Now you're gonna go ahead and take your left leg forward, your right leg behind you. Ball is there, lightly pressing with a hand. Lift and press down. Lift up, left leg, press down. Up, right hand press. Pointed toe lift and squeeze. Hold that core nice and tight. Up and press. Nice and simple yet effective movements. Add this class onto any of my other classes if you'd like, or simply do it when you're a little strapped for time. Up and squeeze now, flex the foot. You're getting so close to being done with this class, so don't give up yet. You are strong and capable. Point the toe, flex. Now really extend to that point, peeling and pointing. Peel and point. It's like, have you ever seen a cat massage like a couch? That's what I want you to think about, massaging the air here, just like a cat. Back and point. Beautiful. Go ahead, give it a nice little stretch for me. Come down to your stomach here. We're gonna place the ball out to the side and we're gonna take a nap. We are not taking a nap. We are gonna lift up with those glutes, squeeze open to the V and lower down. Lifting for that low back and those glutes and lower down. Up, V, squeeze and lower. Beautiful control here. Pointed toes out to the V, squeeze and down. Upper body is just relaxed. Band is doing some work here. Lift, open, squeeze and down. Hold at the top, open the legs, squeeze tight, lower with control and intention. Now we're gonna go ahead and just press and stretch that low back. You don't have to come this high. You can take it down a little further. You can even take it down to your elbows if you need to. All the way back down to the mat. Take the hands forward and breathe. Now we lift, open, and again. Up, squeeze. Now this time I took my forehead down to my hands, but you can also just turn your head to the side if you prefer it. Whatever feels comfortable to your body. Last little round here. Open, squeeze, and down slowly. Lift, and lower with control. Belly is glued to the mat here. No tension in the neck. Upper body is relaxed. Lower body's doing the work. Squeeze the band. Lower with intention. Squeeze down. And you're going to press up. Nice deep stretch. Maybe take it a little bit more if you can, since this is your second time stretching. Listen to your body. Lower it down nice and slow. Press back to your child's pose. Pull the hips back, reach the fingertips forward. Drop the head to the mat. Roll up slowly through that spine. Little cat-cow here. Arching that back and then pressing belly button to the spine. Tucking that chin just slightly. Exhale that breath. And we're gonna pull back all the way to our downward facing dog here. Stepping those feet together, walking them forward. Softening as we roll up and ragdoll that body to a standing position. Head is the last thing. And now we're gonna place that band right at our ankles for our last little section, just for some fun balance work. Wide second position here, grabbing our Pilates ball, taking it up above our head. We're gonna start to take a circle to the right, back, left, center, and then rise up for our balance check. Now we switch. Left, back, right, center. Find the alignment, shoot straight up from the crown of the head. Lower down. And again, right, left, center, straight up and down for your balance. Should be challenging. Lower with those heels. And then right, left, center, and squeeze all the way up here. Now take it down to a demi-plie and lift. So I want you to go down with the body, but thinking of up to go down. Opposition stretch up through the body, through the crown of the head. Find that balance and body control nice and slow. Lift and extend those arms. Down. Squeeze on the up. Take it down. Lift tall. Find that balance. Fight for it. You've got this. You can do this. Take it in and reach it long. Down demi-plie. Feel that band working, that opposition pull. Holding for me. Now we're just going to throw the ball up in the air. Demi-plie. Find the balance. Now we're doing this just for fun. Take your eyes on the ball for me and see if you can control that balance. Lift. Now maybe don't watch the ball. Throw it up and play with the balance. Now you're just going to find a spot and find the balance. So playing around with this will really help you gain that good balance. Maybe taking your head side to side here. Strong ankles. Step it together. Nice deep breath. Thank you for challenging yourself today, and I'll see you in my next video.